let's talk about apartment prepping or small space prepping. So this is near and dear to my heart because I have no space, so I love talking about this. But let's get into it because I have a lot to go through. Super great way to, be able to store more in a smaller space is to look for the collapsible versions of things. This is a lantern. It pulls up and then collapses down. Another type of collapsible lantern are things like this. So this is a solar lantern and it's inflatable, so it smushes down like this, and then you literally just blow it up like a balloon when you need to use it. It's like this. This is just like a little container. It does have a like a drain. It's meant for dishes, but you could really use it for anything. And when you expand it, it becomes this, bigger container, but then you squish it back down and it's tiny. If your apartment or wherever you live has a patio or some type of balcony, I really like this little grill. You can see how tiny this thing builds up. Another type of thing other than collapsible to look for is just like the mini versions of things. So for example, this flashlight, really small, but it's just as bright as some of the bigger flashlights I have. These tiny survival guides and tiny first aid guides are just like little pocket-sized things, but they have a ton of information packed in here. This NOAA radio is a great example. So this is one I've talked about a ton. I love it. It's amazing. And it's not super big, but I also love this one, which is kind of the smaller version. Now, there's not like a huge difference between them, but if you are trying to store a lot of stuff, just these couple inches can make a huge difference. Next type of item that's really good to look for is multi-use items. So going back to that NOAA radio that I was talking about earlier, this is like the perfect example of a multi-use item. Obviously it's the radio, but it also has a flashlight and it does have a little USB plug that makes it a battery bank. I keep this in my purse. It's just a flashlight, but again, it's also a taser, so 2-for-1 battery packs. These little like bricks that you can charge your phones with. They're super affordable, but also just like a little pro tip, look at the thrift store. I picked up these, it was $2.99. These will charge like your phones. It'll even charge some of like the smaller things like your flashlights and things like that.